against truth. One, the Lord, His word is a savor of life and life.
Right.
Death
Death. Yep. So that's the duality of the word going out. It's going to be a healing ointment to some. It's going to be a destructive force to others.
Yeah.
You know, some unto salvation, like it says in Daniel the 12th chapter. Some shall wake up to everlasting life.
Yeah.
Some shall be shamed and everlasting content.
Yep.
That was all through the foolishness of preaching.
Yeah.
You know, and there will be much less individuals that would believe on the truth than those that don't believe on the truth, which will make the truth precious.
Right.
You know, which will make this thing a scarcity. I shall make a man more precious than fine gold, even a golden wedge of Ophir. Because this thing has to be precious. The Most High, he deals with small numbers. You know, the Lord don't deal with large numbers. He don't deal with big crowds. This is exclusive. This is exclusive.
Yeah, exclusive.
You know, you just, this is not just VIP. You got to be VIP to get into the VIP. You know.
Yeah,
Well,
you gotta know somebody.
Yeah, you have the elect amongst the elect, right?
That's
because the nation of Yasharallah, the Israelites, are the elect nation.
They is VIP.
You know, but then you have the elect within the elect.
That's it.
Just like when you got a vineyard and you have wine and you do the harvest and you make the wine.
Yeah.
You'll set aside some that are they call select barrel. You know?
Yeah.
You might have high level wine that goes for a large price.
That's it.
But then you might have a select where you only take so many gallons of that wine and you put in reserve. This is the reserve, so this is the best of the best. That's the elect, man. Okay, the best of the best. Because Jake is talented.
Yeah.
If Jake put their energy into positivity, you can see great things.
Yeah.
Like that one Jake that makes fuel out of plastic.
Yeah.
If Jake's mind was geared towards good things, yeah, Jake would do certain good things.
What made hip hop famous? Because Jake was that conscious rap.
Yeah.
That's what made it famous. You know? But then they took that and made it shit.
They weaponized it.
Yeah.
Entertainment, anything Jake put their minds to, like being a dope boy. Jake is the best dope boy.
Yeah.
You know, that's like the blueprint of how to be a dope boy, how to bend the block.
Jake do it.
That's the you got motherfuckers in China that want to dress like Jake and say the slang,
Dance like Jake.
you know,
That's right.
dance, you know.
In Japan, you got this community of so-called Japanese.
The Cholo.
That has the Cholo. The Cholo.
Culture.
Culture.
Yeah.
And they're all about it. Except the only thing they're not with is the gang shit.
Yeah.
They got the tattoos.
Yep.
You know, they got the low riders. They dress, you know, with the khakis and the
Just like Jake.
you know, with the over, you know, with the
form of all
bandanas.
things.
They do the dances, you know, everything.
Just like you be finding the videos,
The Juggins. Yeah,
Jake in China.
Man.
You know, but that's why we know they Jakes. Because Jake got the salt.
Jake got the salt.
You know, Esau got that rhythm and the skill like
Nah,
that.
he saw like Carlton.
Yeah.
Oh, be like it.
Carlton got more rhythm. Esau ain't got that much rhythm.
Yeah.
What, y'all got something? I have one.
Okay, you
That's
got
the only dance they could do.
Yeah.
And those might have been Jakes that were doing that.
They're doing it right
Yeah,
there.
that's a lot of rhythm.
Yeah, you gotta have rhythm.
Yeah. Esau ass all the way out.
Esau do the honky hump and the whitey hop.
Or like Trump, he do the, that's all he can do. He's worse. You know,
He's worse.
At least Trump, he'll get you with like the golf club swing at the end and shit.
Yeah, they finished.
I got the Isaiah 28.
Yeah. You gonna go ahead and grab that. Yep.
This Isaiah 28 and 21.
No, funny.
For the Lord shall rise up as in Mount Perazim. He shall be wroth as in the valley of Gibeon, that he may do his work, his strange work, and bring it to pass his act, his strange act.
Chariot. That's what's coming. They're gonna be amazed at the strangeness of their salvation.
All like you said, all what did they look for?
Yeah.
They wasn't looking for that.
Yeah.
Oh, and they definitely not looking for us to be set up as rulers on the earth.
Nah.
You know, they're not looking for us to be delivered when the time of trouble comes.
Right.
You know?
Just like they destroyed Jake with the culture. They tried to destroy the truth, but
That's
it
it.
still kept going.
Still kept going. That's it. Because the truth is an unstoppable force.
That's it.
You know? That's it, a juggernaut. Okay? Or what is it? A hydra. You know, the mythological creature with the different, like a dragon with different necks, and you cut off one neck and two grows. So you can't destroy it. You know, just like you have different splits within this truth. You know, from Abba Bivens, you know, to what we have now. There's been so many splits, and you would think that would have been the destruction of the truth, but that was really to make the truth bigger.
Yep.
Like Paul and Barnabas.
And preserve it.
And preserve it. Yep, that's it. You know? So when things get too big, money gets involved and things get tainted.
Yeah.
You know, a righteous man start receiving a gift, it's going to pervert his judgment.
That's it.
You know, a lot of money. But the Lord, hey, Proverbs 30, give me neither poverty nor riches.
Feed me with food.
That's convenient for me. Because you get too much money, and we're all subject to it.
Yeah.
You get too much money, too much comfort.
Yep.
You get two fine women, not one fine woman, you get two fine women.
Yeah.
Bad. Your judgment, you know, you're not really into this truth like you should. Yeah, you start getting comfortable.
Hey, Jake be like, Salaki, but I ain't gonna make it today.
You know?
Yeah.
You ain't got no pains in your body.
Yeah. Be
You
late
can,
to
eat,
camp.
you can eat anything you want and you be fine.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
You know, you can do whatever you want, you know? You chill, you money coming in all the time. You ain't worried about the truth.
Too much leisure.
You know?
You're trying to be like your master.
Yeah.
Esau.
Yeah.
You're not in trouble as other men.
Nah.
And the truth keep you on the edge.
That's it.
Hey, I got a precept.
Apostle Paul said, learn how to abound.
Bound and be abased.
See? See, hey, in 2 Thessalonians 3, verses 1 through 3. Finally, brethren, pray for us that the word of the Lord may have free course and be glorified, even as it is with you, and that we may be delivered from unreasonable and wicked men. For all men have not faith. Going into what you were saying earlier, you know, because there has to be a lot of unbelievers.
Yep.
You know, they have to fulfill that lot. And it has to be more of them that don't believe than do believe.
Because faith is a gift.
Yeah. Yeah.
Many are called, few are chosen.
Yep.
Yeah, Jake think they can go buy faith from Walmart or go to these seminary schools, you know, and gain faith. No, faith is given from on high.
Yeah.
That's it.
True faith.
Yeah.
True faith.
Because you can say you believe, you know.
But just like the elder was saying earlier too, atheism is a faith. You know, because it's what you believe and put your energy to.
That's right.
So you will seek out to confirm that faith. You know, to build your confidence in that belief. You know, just like a motherfucker will go above and beyond to prove that the earth is flat.
Yeah.
You know?
Hey, what was that nigga that was he didn't make it in the camp, but he was talking about the flat earth.
His name Malak.
Malak, yeah.
And he was one of them guys, like the apostle was talking about, novice lives up with pride.
Yeah.
Remember, he came in, he had
He
precepts.
had precepts on deck.
He knew.
Yeah.
You know, then him and the brother went to the park at that time, and Esau came over there, they cut him up, you know.
Yeah.
And then that one night we gave him that ride home. That was his last ride. That was his last ride. And I never forget the last thing before he got out the car. When we said, I said, so is the moon flat? He looked up at the moon. He said, no. He said, hold on. Let me think about it.
He finished.
That was the end of that. That was the end of that. He said, I should have thought about it before I answered. And then the next time I seen him.
But another thing too is like, if the earth is flat, how do you explain between Alaska and Russia is only 55 miles apart? Russia is all the way on the other side of the world.
Yeah.
between Alaska and Russia, there's about 55 miles of water.
Dang.
How do you explain that if the earth is flat?
Well, the niggas that be saying that, niggas that be saying that never left their block. They never travel. You know, there'd be a dude that just be on their phone all goddamn day that stays in a 10-mile square radius.
Cul-de-sac.
You know, a cul-de-sac.
Right.
You know, they just got out. You know,
And he was one of them guys.
a YouTube prophet.
Yeah. And I said, he said, you can't walk on the ball. In the spirit, I was just hitting myself like, Jake, you finished. Like, you can't walk on the ball. I said, well, can ants walk on the ball? Yeah. he don't even get the questions. He's like, I should have thought about it.
Right.
Yep. Then the next,
He probably just repeating.
repeating.
He heard somebody say something and he repeated.
Yeah.
That was the last ride.
And Jake don't really think. Like Jacob take something and run with it and don't really think. You know, I wasn't thinking. You know.
There ain't no excuse.
Yep.
Ain't an excuse, man, because you just seen the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah. The next time I seen him, he was crispy.
Yeah, you lying there.
Dave and Buster's crispy.
Right.
Yep. Then when he seen me, he had that conviction look on his face.
Eyes wide.
You know what I'm saying?
Shut the one, brother.
I can see that line. I can see the dimensions.
All the way.
Back in the
All the
world.
way. Yep. Back in the world.
Yep. Through.
Yep. But this 2 Thessalonians 3:3, but the Lord is faithful, who shall establish you and keep you from evil. So it's Yahweh Bashim Hawashai at the end of the day. We at his mercy. You know? Because if you get prideful, you start thinking you the man, you know it all.
Don't humble your ass.
You can't be corrected.
Yeah.
You know? Lord, snatch you right up.
Yeah.
You know? Like, all right, let me take this truth from you. Let me see how far you gonna make it without it.
Yeah, make you think you start thinking you the main character.
Yep.
You start
That's it.
moving around like you the main character, like the world is about you.
That's
It's
it.
about around you.
That's it.
Uh-huh.
Man,
Yep.
that's scary, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Cause like I say, the number one humbler is the Lord.
That's
Yep.
it.
That's it.
Cause what you always say, where men can't teach you, adversity will.
Yeah.
So that's the Lord. You know, that do the
Make
chastisement.
yourself a hand of the Almighty. Something like that.
Yeah.
Put a
Alright,
James in
y'all
there.
want?
I got
We wrap it up.
Y'all want to go back to Zephaniah?
Yeah, we got that.
This is Luke 21 and 28. And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads.
Well, what things come to pass? Prophecy. You know, go all the way back to the beginning. You know, the spirit of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy.
Yeah, ultimately tribulation. Because when you go into that too,
Yeah,
it's dealing with the tribulation, the great tribulation. You know, because you ever think about us as a people, whatever happened to us, when it got to the worst part of hell coming down on us, then Jake wanted to call on the Lord.
Yeah, that's Jake.
You know?
And then we're going back to the wilderness. You know, when the Lord was, leading us from Pharaoh, out of Pharaoh's hand.
Yeah.
That's what Jake started doing.
Yeah.
Because start complaining, trying to call on the Lord. But the whole time the Lord was working a miracle. Because he was showing his power. Because Pharaoh was that close to getting Israel, but what the Lord do, he allowed Moses to split the sea, allowed him to ran through, and when Pharaoh and his army came through, what he do? He let the water cease and destroyed them.
Yep.
You know? But,
And just to add to that, the Lord said he was going to deliver Jake.
Yeah.
So it was by his word that he said he was going to do it. So he was showing her, like, look, I'm a man of my word.
That's it.
right.
Don't worry about all that. I got this. But you still had a lot of disbelief.
Yeah.
You know, you had a lot of disbelief among Jake back then. And those are the same individuals back now with that same disbelief.
Yeah.
You know?
It said Luke 21 and 28. And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draw nigh.
Yeah, so when we in our worst, when it look like we ain't gonna make it, when it look like we don't got, no hope left, that's when we scarcely be saved.
Yeah.
That's when the Lord say we need to be looking up. That's when we need to be calling and praising the Lord more and more.
Yeah, scarcely.
Yep.
Scarcely going to malis in the Greek, which means much work.
Yep.
With much difficulty.
Yep. Because like the scripture Yakanan read earlier, every man's work shall be revealed by fire. So, like everybody's building on whatever faith they have. But true faith is going to, like I said, the just shall live by their faith. They're going to call on the Lord at those low points when we afflicted, when we ain't got nowhere to go for a home, is what they call a home. We just going to be asking, hey, Lord, just give us somewhere where we can be safe, whether that's in the woods, whether that's wherever.
Yeah.
As long as we can wake up and still have this truth and praise and honor you, we know we good.
That's right, bro.
You know?
Yeah.
You ain't gonna know where your next meal gonna come from. You know? Unless you got that hip in you.
Yeah,
You
right,
know?
'cause we
Unless
know
you got that Mick hip in you.
that's it. Because we know the Lord,
The Mick hip in you.
like the elder was saying, the Lord is a man of his word. So Isaiah said that his servant is going to eat, his servant is going to drink, his servant is going to rejoice. So those are the miracles that the Lord going to be what? Make happen in that day. The 2/3 going to be what? Shit out of luck.
Yeah, stop.
Yeah.
Because they made lies what? They refuge. They trusted in oppression. They trusted in Esau. They went down to Egypt for help instead of what? Trusting in Yahweh Shema Shah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like that. All right, you got it out.
All right, hey, so with that, Lord willing, this was edifying for the elect. We're going to turn towards the east. Give all praise, honor, and glory to All right, we're going to give double honors to the elders and the apostles at GMS, and salutations and blessings to the Akim around the world, preaching and teaching this truth. You got it, brother.
Baba Bada Wonder. Bada Yabya.
Hey, how about Shema Shabrak and Thumb? Shalom.
Go Yasharala.
Go Yasharala.